So I'm finally bringing the SpearWand video of my build. I know I'll be having a lot of people from TikTok and my YouTube asking me for my build. The reason why I took so long is because there was a few things I was still like testing. So I didn't want it to bring the guide of my build and try a few stuff, make sure it works. And after a long time, I finally have a build and skill set and mastery that I'm comfortable with. I will start first with my stats. With my stats, I'm going strength, 30 wisdom, 40 perception, and 40 fortitude. Strength, obviously, because I want health and defense. I'm going for more like a tanky style, play style. Dexterity is just for the crit, and I'll explain that in a moment. Wisdom, everybody knows. SpearWand drains a lot of mana. Perception, 40 perception because I want that buff duration. And a little bit of hit chance really helps on PvP, even though we don't have a lot. But I have a few things to go around it. And fortitude, obviously, to, stay tank. Now, on the build, I'm going with the Overture of Eternal Salvation. And for now, I'm using the Rancer of Murderous Glee, or Gale. I'm using 4 Piece of Oblivion, give me max health and give me the heavy attack chance. The Starlight 4 O'clock, because give me critical hit chance, heavy attack chance, and damage reduction. Again, I'm going for a tanky build, but I'm focusing a little bit on dexterity. Wisdom, critical hit chance, mana cost efficiency, obviously helps a lot. Again, strength, hit chance, heavy attack chance, mana regen, attack speed, range, strength, dexterity. As you guys can see, I focus a lot on strength, dexterity, and wisdom. My melee hit chance is only 819, but guys, on my mastery, I'm using the enforcer and the passive here that make my hit chance go all the way to 1500. That works to go around a few classes that have a little bit of evasion. My critical hit chance is 1234, but as you guys know, on the skills, I'm using this passive that give me 800 on the next skill I have after is 3 damaging skills. And I'll use also using the Abyssal Cleave skill specialization. That this one give me the increased critical hit chance for the next skill within 5 seconds by 500. My damaging combo to deal damage is pretty simple. I either gonna fall first with Death from Above to Gale Abyssal Cleave, and that will give me the stacks I need for my Phoenix Barrage to have all those stacks. So my combo technically just gonna go, and then I have all that critical stack, and then I'll just finish with Rising Slash. See, once I fall in the group, I may use my Explosive Fury to use the Javelin, but most of the time, that's how I start a combo. That's my main. If I don't have Death from Above, sometimes I'll just do my Rising Slash, the first one, then to Gale, Bissell, and I'll have the stacks, and then I can finish with the last Rising Slash. My healing total it went all the way up to 133 healing. Plus I have healing receive 24%. So I heal a lot. My mastery, guys. So this is what I'm running with spear. I'm trying to get obviously the defense, endurance, skill damage resistance, And I'm also trying to get the buff duration as much as possible. Uh, I'm also using this one to get defense when I'm using a movement skill. And this is a must. A lot of spear users use this one. It's really, really good. It increases your defense by a lot. And I'll show you guys that in a second. I'll show you guys my defense real quick. Now I'm gonna use Phoenix Barrage real quick. And it went all the way up. So buff duration is because Blessed Barrier. When I use Blessed Barrier, it will give me. You'll guys see how my defense went up crazy for the first 3 seconds and then go down for a little bit, but it lasts a lot. So I'll wait for the cooldown and I'll show you guys when I'm fighting and I use my Blessed Barrier, plus I get that passive, my defense just I become like super tanky. I'll use this, pop this real quick, and that's all my defense. I get to the 8,000. So that's great. And remember, the passive one when that I have to hit, I'll keep hitting, right? It go off quick, but I'll be fighting, so it'll stay there. Going back to masteries. So I only have 2 points of here on explosive force for rising slash. I used to have 10 points, but since a lot of people are running evasion, I wanted to grab this skill too, that increased my hit chance by 50% for my spear control skills, because I really want to make that death from above hit people, and my abyssal cliff too. So I don't want to miss those, are very important. So this is gonna help me a lot. And I want to at least keep 1 point on my victory shield. This helps a lot. So now on my mastery, I'm gonna focus getting the last 8 points on explosive force, and then I'll go back to my shield. On my one, guys, here's where I get a lot of my defensive stats. I went up first for the increased healing effectiveness. I'm using this one because this one give me buff duration and skill damage boost. That helps me a lot to keep my buff and my blessed barrier up for longer. And eventually I want to have this one to decrease my healing cooldown. Another thing that is increasing my healing skills is having this light of devotion and this one, guys, celestial boost. So the wrath beacon effects change to boost the effect of clay salvation, invincible wall, and fountain of light by 8%. These are the passive I'm running, and these are all the skills again. On my artifacts, I have this one, base damage 15% when my HP is under 40, because I'm tanky. I still try to deal damage. I do damage if you guys been following my videos, so this helps. And I have the max health increased by 5. Oh, I'll go by my artifacts. I'll show these two in a second, but yeah. The Guardian, I have the Vampiric Scar. Since I'm stacking crit, I know that some people say that this one is for PvE, but I'm using this one because since my combo goes for Rising Slash and I'm using my Inferno Javelin, I'm really trying to push that critical hit chance. I like having these two because I also trying to max my health. So this one give me 1,500 max health, and it's pretty nice. I'm about to engage, you know, pop my Guardian, my health go all the way to 33,000, buff, and I'm ready to just go there and do a lot of, damage. Keep myself healing, pop everything. And if you guys notice, my Fountain of Life lasted a lot on my specializations. From Death from Above, not a lot of people protect themselves with fears, so I really don't use this one and I fear a lot. The one that you probably need the most is just increase the max target by 5. So Fountain of Life, I want to call this your domain expansion. This is you want to place this as soon as possible when you're fighting. I have the mana recovery, the range, and the effect duration. Bless barrier, you want that second. That second you get, thanks to your buff duration, that second becomes like 3 seconds. That's it. I hope I answer all your questions, guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this build if you guys want to follow it.